Welcome to the Sand Kingdom beneath the desert. Volume 1. A weary surface explorer plunges into a hidden subterranean civilization that hangs upside down, where he must prove the existence of the sky to save the city from a catastrophic sand leak. Welcome to the Sand Kingdom beneath the desert. Volume 1. If this story pulls you in, like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you can follow the next part the moment it arrives. I spent 3 years chasing a ghost in these dunes, searching for an oasis that didn't want to be found. My compass started spinning in circles as if the North Pole had suddenly decided to move beneath my boots. The ground didn't just shake, it felt like the earth was breathing, pulling the air right out of my lungs. In a heartbeat, the horizon vanished, replaced by a golden maw that tore the desert wide open. I tried to claw my way back, but the sand turned to liquid, dragging me down into the dark. I didn't find my oasis, but I found the place where the world turns inside out. Kale awakens with a gasp, finding himself pressed against a ceiling of polished gold stone. As he checks his bronze compass, the needle spins in frantic circles, proving he has fallen far beyond the edge of any known map. He looks out across the horizon and realizes the entire city hangs suspended over a luminous void, defying every law of gravity. A girl in shimmering gold robes watches him from a balcony, her eyes wide with terror at the sight of his strange surface clothing. Rather than retreating into the abyss, Kale reaches out a hand to the stranger, choosing to trust her curiosity over her fear. Lyra suddenly grabs his wrist and pulls him into the shadows of the city, desperate to hide him before the authorities arrive.
Lyra leads me into the heart of their knowledge, a cathedral of floating ink and golden stone. But the air here feels heavy with a rigid, ancient silence.
The elders look at me not as a guest, but as a curiosity. To them, my very presence is a riddle that challenges everything they believe to be true. I hold out my compass, the needle dancing to the world I've never seen. I try to explain that the surface isn't a dream, but a destination I have actually walked. My map is dismissed as a blasphemous forgery. They claim the above is a fairy tale meant to frighten children into obedience. The crowd begins to murmur, their curiosity warring with the fear the elders have spent generations cultivating. I refuse to let them live in a lie, while the truth is right here. Just as the argument reaches a breaking point, a single grain of surface sand drifts down from the ceiling. The myth is about to become a terrifying reality. The ceiling shudders as a massive fissure rips open, raining torrents of surface sand upon the hanging city. The gardens are drowning in seconds, and the weight of the dunes is pulling the entire district downward. Kale ignores the chaos, focusing on the bronze seal in his hands and the precarious climb ahead. One wrong move, and structural collapse will turn this sanctuary into a tomb for everyone. With a desperate leap, Kale throws himself toward the breach to lock the seal before the ceiling gives way entirely. The leak is stopped, but the silence that follows reveals a city forever changed by the truth of the world above. The breach is finally closed, leaving a silence that feels heavier than the falling sand. The elders no longer call the sky a myth, their pride broken by the very sand that almost buried them. Lara touches the grains of the surface world, realizing that Kale's maps weren't fantasies, but promises of a wider world. As the city settles into a new peace, a strange, rhythmic pulse of blue light catches my eye from the depths of the abyss. I came here to map the unknown, even though my journey home is open. The call of a deeper mystery is far stronger. The Sand Kingdom was only the first layer of this world, and a second, darker horizon is already calling my name.